So I suppose I should talk a little bit about stuff that's going on with me, um, just to get it out there on YouTube so that people are at least aware of what's going on with my schedule and things. Let's check our food pile. We should eat and drink and sleep anyway. So did it leave any food behind? Not really. We were able to take basically everything. So just so you know, and this is mostly for internet or for people watching on YouTube, I guess. Where's all my other food? Oh, right, it starts you down in the list for some reason. Alrighty. Um, Basically, so I've been going pretty hard at Twitch over the last couple of weeks. I was doing, a stream basically 4 times a week, and then was kind of falling behind on like YouTube stuff because I didn't have a lot of time. I was, spend by the time I'm done doing Twitch, most of the time I'm like burnt out and kind of like I just want to relax, and so I was neglecting YouTube a little bit. And honestly, we've talked about it before. I'm a little bit not your typical dude who has some issues. So it can be hard for me to function even when other people would normally have no problem doing it. For me, things are often a little bit harder. So I've been struggling a little bit with doing Twitch and kind of feeling overwhelmed. And that's kind of what happened last week. We ended up not streaming most of the week. I had a really bad week, and it kind of messed everything up, which is, it's going to happen. And then this week, we received some very bad news about my brother. And if you watch the channel for any length of time, he's had some issues and been problematic. He's fine. He's alive. It's not like he died or something. But he has gotten himself into some trouble with the law. And we're not really sure. I don't know what he did, really. I don't have details. I don't know if he did it. I don't know if he didn't do it and he's just getting, kind of singled out or something. My instinct is to believe that he probably did it. And he's got himself in some trouble, and we don't really know how it's going to shake out. It looks like it could be anything from like nothing to state prison time. Um, and I don't really want to go into like a ton of detail, and I feel like I overshare sometimes, and like I should be more professional and not talk about nitty-gritty details all the time. So I kind of just want to gloss over it, but like it's a big deal for the family. It's going to affect me. It's already affecting me. It's going to affect my family in a really negative way. And then obviously my brother, I mean, look, if he did it, then he should be accountable for it and take his consequences. But I don't know enough about it to make those kind of calls. So it's mostly just pretty upsetting, and I'm worried about him, and the family has not handled it super well, and I'm worried about my other family members not processing it, and it's been, since I found out, it's been really kind of difficult, and I've been struggling a lot with negotiating what's going to happen to him. So I've been just not having a good time in general lately, and then this on top of that. And so I think I just don't feel up to streaming most of the time. I feel like a lot of the time it doesn't feel like I'm not super into it. A lot of times we end up with not great commentary. We end up with like just complaining or whatever because I'm frustrated, I'm having a bad day, whatever. And that sort of stuff negatively impacts the stream. So I think what I'm gonna do, I started yesterday. I started posting some Tony Hawk stuff on the channel because I enjoy that game. My goal is to stream only on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which will be our Cataclysm streams, and it's just more comfortable for me to do it like twice a week. And then I want to do more on YouTube instead of spending all my time on Twitch. So I would like to do a little bit more YouTube stuff. And then the main reason for that is that like if I'm doing Twitch, right? If I say, hey, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 5 p.m. I'm going to go live, I feel pressured to maintain that, But if I'm doing YouTube, like let's say, so like Monday, yesterday I recorded some Tony Hawk, and like then I got some bad news and the day was kind of ruined. and then I stopped recording. If I were streaming, that would have like completely shut me down. It would have ruined my day. But because I was doing YouTube, I could just wrap it up. Like no one knows, oh, he only did 3 episodes yesterday, but he said he would do this. Like there's no pressure from that side of things. So I think that that's something I'm going to be doing a little bit is focusing, not ignoring Twitch, of course, but like honestly, we haven't been doing super great on Twitch lately anyway. Like we had a pretty big bump when I first started, but it's how many people do we have in chat right now? 2 people. Which is perfectly fine. And hey, look, I appreciate that you're here. Um, and I always feel weird talking about stuff because I don't want to like alienate the people who do come out, because I appreciate those people. But like, I don't know, we had a big burst when I first started, and it's been pretty low lately, which is fine. And of course, you're going to experience that. I'm still a nobody on Twitch, but like, it can be discouraging to feel like I locked myself into a schedule, and then I might not be feeling it that day, and you're trying to get amped for like, okay, just bring the high energy, don't be miserable, don't be complaining, just bring the high energy, and then you click the button and it's like there's one guy in chat and you're like, oh man, I'm already having a bad day. I could just be relaxing right now, but instead I'm trying to grind it out for one person, and it's just discouraging. I'm not trying to demean anyone who comes out. I appreciate that you come out. Jack, you especially. You're here all the time. I appreciate that you take the time out of your day and stuff to stop in. But like, it can be discouraging, and I don't like getting locked into a schedule because I'm not a stable dude. And sometimes I just need the day off. And then I feel terrible because oh, we said we were going to stream Thursday and then we canceled because we're having a bad day, and then people are gonna hate me and blah blah blah, and it kind of snowballs. I don't know. But we do need to make a magazines pile. We didn't do that. Let's drop this stuff. So hopefully that all made sense. Hopefully no one is offended by that. But I do think I'm going to be backing off on Twitch down to just Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's a lot more manageable, and then the YouTube stuff will be play by ear. I mean, I haven't been doing that great on YouTube either. Obviously, Cataclysm stuff is usually pretty good. I've just been so down lately, and it really takes out the energy, and it makes it so hard to like. Sometimes, like after I found out about my brother, I tried recording a Tony Hawk episode, and I immediately started talking about how sad and miserable I was, and I was like, "This is bad." You're supposed to bring the energy. People don't want to hear you just gripe and complain, and I don't know. But anyway, a lot of people aren't going to care about this, so I have 120 liters worth of nails. That's pretty crazy. Let's just take like 4,000 nails. Man, they're so voluminous. Why, it says 33.14 liters. Oh, that's the weight. Sorry, I'm looking at the weight. Yes, it's only 30 liters. I was looking at the 116 pounds of nails, which is crazy. But that's fine. We'll take the power converter. I'm just trying to give a once over so that we don't walk away leaving behind super valuable things. I don't really need ultralights. I guess we'll take a few of the rechargeable ones. Definitely take the solder. I would like the gallon jug. And I would like the duct tape, but we should unload it from that. Let's do that. Unload the duct tapes, because the cardboard boxes are much larger. No, unload the duct tape. Are much larger than the actual duct tape themselves. And pick up the duct tape. You don't have space for the duct tape. Okay, let's dump our stuff first. What do we got in chat? I know what you mean about schedule is a big thing. It's why I don't have one. No hard feelings. I know you have a bad time and understand totally. Juggling YouTube and Twitch is hard, and I care. It can be good to know someone else that does. Yeah, it's some of it is you hold yourself to a certain expectation, and then when you don't meet your own expectations, you get disappointed in yourself. Sometimes it's self-esteem or whatever, because I look at other YouTubers and I'm like, I wish I could, why, they show up every day, they do it every day. My favorite YouTuber, I've talked about him before, his name is Northern Lion on YouTube, and he puts out like 6 to 9 videos a day. And I'm always in the back of my head, I'm like, man, I don't have time today, I don't want to do this. And then I'm like, yeah, but Northern Lion put out like 6 videos today, and you can't even manage to put out like 2 videos, and it's hard not to compare yourself to other people. That's certainly been a theme in my life, is constantly comparing myself to others and feeling like I don't measure up. I think we have used both of these guides already. We will take a battery charger, which we probably should install in our vehicle, but I'm not going to right this second because we don't have great space for it. And we, of course, excuse me, hiccup. We, of course, want the Tonfa. Dispose of duct tape, store in inventory. And I think that's really it from our vehicle here. I do think I turned this into a miscellaneous drop pile, which I probably shouldn't have done. But that's okay for the time being. I'm sure we're forgetting stuff that we'll inevitably think like, man, we had that, why'd we leave that behind? But let's, dropping everything took a really long time. Let's sort one more time to make sure we get the magazines out. Okay, we did. Oh, man, do we need anything else? I mean, we can't sleep in our vehicle, which is a problem. It is 6 a.m., so we'll have plenty of time to find a place to bed down for the night. What is this? Gas lantern? That sounds pretty sweet, actually. And hacking the safe? No. If it were a regular safe, we do have a stethoscope, I would have done that, but not with an electronic safe. I mean, we can try. I don't think if you fail hacking an electronic safe, I don't think anything happens. You don't have a hacking tool. Okay, I mean, that's okay too. Let's drop the gas lantern and we'll be on our way. Hooray! So, the next question is, where do we go? And I think the answer is to our north, but let's check elsewhere. Not much of anything down here. Oh, there's a small town over here. Some farms. We did say about getting some meat, but ultimately we don't have a freezer at the moment. So I don't think that that's in our best interest. So yes, we'll head up to Jamestown here, /Fairfield /Londonderry. Great name. And West Hartford, all sort of jammed together like this. So I think there's going to be quite a lot here. And we'll just try to settle into town in a house over here somewhere. I think we'll do just fine. What are you farm-wise? Are any of you... There's a smokehouse. I don't know if that's just an empty building or if there's actual meat in there. Weird that a dairy farm has a smokehouse. They don't usually... I think they don't butcher the cows at a dairy farm. Farm field. Chicken coop greenhouse. Horse stable and a carriage house. That's interesting. I've only seen the carriage house at a certain special NPC location. Interesting. And what is the B? Desolate barn? That sounds a lot like that particular NPC location. What is this? Silos, smokehouse, outbuilding. Is this the NPC area? I don't think so. It might be. We're going to go over here. I think this might be farmhouse, and then to the north was the... I think this might be the NPC location. We're going to check this out. Because there might be a bunch of NPCs there. Which I don't know. And we left our solar panels. I feel like we very cautiously put those in our vehicle. Why are you not in my vehicle? Put these here. Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't one of these trunks destroyed? No, that was the other car. Put the solar panels in there. As long as they fit. They all did fit. Hard to say it in a good way, but I have no expectations from you saying I will watch when you feel like streaming in YouTube, I can watch anytime. Maybe for smoking cheese, that's a thing, right? It is a thing. I don't know if I don't know how they do that exactly. I kind of feel like nowadays they probably just like coat it in some kind of liquid smoke flavoring and it's not really smoked, but or maybe if you advertise it as smoked, it has to be smoked. We're gonna head over here. I have a suspicion that this is an NPC faction up here. I couldn't really remember what the area looked like, but I sort of think this is it. Especially because there's a cabin over here. So I don't know if we're going to do all the quests or anything, but it'll give us something to do. A lot of the quests are a little bit ridiculous anyway. Some of the quests are a bit ridiculous in what they require. So I don't know if we'll like follow through on that. We don't even know for sure that the NPCs are there, but we'll check. This is not the road. And yeah, we'll head over there. So what are you gonna do? I don't know. And like sometimes I'll watch videos of like, oh, get better at streaming. Here's how you succeed. And it's like they always talk about schedules and being rigid to that. And you know, people want like you know, oh, every Friday Breaking Bad is coming on at 10 p.m. People want that reliability so that they can show up when they want to, but like I don't know. We don't need to. I probably talked too much about it. I know some people get turned off. This is the dirt road. I know some people get turned off when I talk about YouTube stuff and Twitch stuff because they're like, we don't really care. Like, this doesn't have anything to do with the content. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the content. So we need to keep an eye out for boulders, which there are boulders. So there's no way for us to easily get. Actually, we can come right across here. What is this? An orchard. So let's just go through the orchard. I do see a pack of dogs up there, but again, we don't have the means to store this meat for a lengthy period of time, so we're gonna bail. And we are using an electric vehicle which tend to have light frames on them, so we don't want to be plowing into zombies and stuff if we can avoid it. So anyway, from like non-technical streamer side of things, I am putting up some Tony Hawk videos over the next couple of, I don't know, a week or two, or maybe longer, I don't know. I've been playing the game. I really enjoy the Tony Hawk remake. It's a remastered version of 1 and 2 that came out on Friday last week. And I've been really enjoying my time. And I've been seeing other YouTubers do it. And to my surprise, they're all pretty bad. What is this? This is a road. This is like a asphalt roller thing. Road roller, apparently is what they're called. This is just a part of the road that's under construction. We're at that stage of the year in my town as well. They're taking out a bridge nearby. They're redoing some roads and things. Scarred zombies. Giant wasp. Yeah, we don't want to deal with them. Oh, look at that giant wasp sprite. That's pretty cool. We don't really want to deal with them. They can be very, very dangerous for an early-ish game character. So we're just gonna sort of leave and never look back. Try to avoid the boulders. They're not as obvious in this one as they are in... Oh, you're following me, huh? Oh, they're chickens. Probably running from the wasps, but... So, yes, this is Isherwood Farm. If you're not familiar, I did some NPC faction guides on this location. Available on YouTube, you know, that you should check out. But also, it's not an amazing place. I think it's really cool from like roleplay perspective, but I also don't care about them very much. I don't really like NPCs in Cataclysm, and some of their quests are a bit like much. I don't really want to do these lengthy quests. Like, I think Jack Isherwood he requires like 33-liter glass jars or something like that. It's just too much. I don't care about that. But I will say they have a lot of loot to steal. So we're gonna go loot their house a little bit. Let's pop up to the farmhouse here. Pull up. Hello, Isherwood family. I'm here to loot your things. Where's Jack? He's in the workshop. Bam. Hello, Jack. Talk to Jack Isherwood. Walton Holly. Who? What? Who is Walton Holly? Is that me? I better get going. I don't actually want anything from you. Oh, he will trade with us. He just doesn't have his items available yet. Can I do anything for you? Tell me about it. 3-liter glass jars. Oh, he needs 10 large 3-liter jars. Sure, I'll do it. Can you share any equipment? Why would I share my equipment with you? That's an excellent question. Never mind. I don't wanna offend you. So, if we, is it in here? No, it's down here. So if we go to like these items, you'll see they have the red exclamation point, which is the mark for stealing, and we don't really want to steal from them because they all have guns, and we really don't want to be murdered. But they have a pantry downstairs, and if you steal on a different Z level, I don't think they know. And we're gonna save because I don't know if this makes them hostile, if they fix that or not. But previously I was able to just smash down their door. Excuse me, Jack Isherwood, I'm just gonna raid your pantry really quick. So down here, all this stuff is stealing, and he has quite a lot of like food in the pantry, but because we're stealing on a floor that he can't see us, he has no idea we're stealing from him. So like we're gonna take his lentils, we're gonna take his fruit and cornmeal for sure, yes. And we're just gonna loot their house because they have a lot of food and stuff. So free items, which you know obviously is a little bit gamey. If we were in a guy's house and we walked upstairs hauling sacks of flour, he probably would stop us. But you know, it is a game, so we're just gonna take everything. I wouldn't hate doing some of the quests because there's some interesting rewards, but for the most part, there's not much here that I actually would want to do. And I did just do, like I said, I covered this on the YouTube channel, most of it anyway. We covered most of the farm, and yeah, I don't have an interest in doing it again. Let's take a look at chat. They say being on YouTube is important. I'm not there. I don't do good anyway, so that might be it. I love Tony Hawk. Played that a lot when I was a kid. Oh, me too, man. Like that was my jam when I was a kid. The Wasp Sprite is awesome. Wait till you see the Antlered Horror. I don't know if that I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Are they in the vanilla game? I thought they might have been a mod. See Black, link to the YouTube channel. Yes, check out the YouTube channel if you have not. I believe it's called the Isherwood Farm Faction Guide playlist thing. I don't know. Great time to subscribe. Almost 900 followers. Yeah, we're getting a little bit more every day. It's interesting because during when COVID started, I saw my numbers bump a lot, and I wasn't sure, like, is it because of COVID? Is it because, like, because people were stuck at home? And I think part of it was that, but also I was doing like the tutorial stuff. Oh, we have a lot of rotten food. Why would it pack my rotten food? Okay, that's fine. I was doing the tutorial stuff, and I think it was mostly the tutorial stuff more than anything that drew people in. And now the numbers dipped really hard last month, and I think it was because stuff started opening back up again in America, and people were kind of leaving the house again for like the first time in a while. So the numbers dipped real hard, and now they're recovering. In it looks like another month or two, and we'll have 1,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube, which is pretty great. Rotten. We don't want any of that. I was debating keeping the bottle, but I don't think it matters. Heading to the basement. So we're doing okay on YouTube. Viewership in general has dipped a little bit, but I think that is just the nature of such a thing. You know, I was never super big to begin with, and there are always people. Man, these jars are real big. Surprisingly, 3-liter glass jars are in fact 3 liters in size. Who would have thought? So I don't know about taking all of the jars. Like, we don't need to take the pickled veggies because their actual calorie count is so low. What we could do is unload all these jars and give them to Jack to complete his quest, but I don't really think it's worth it. I think he just gives you like some... What does he give you for that? I think he gives you some dehydrated meat, dehydrated fish. You can trade with him for meat and fish. And he might give you chits to like trade with the other family members. I don't remember. No, they're back. Kill a moose and let it revive is an antlered horror. Okay. We'll eat some of these veggies because we're here and we don't care. Oh, and the jars have random charges as well. I hate that. Like, why would you make a 3-liter jar? Oh, it was a small jar. Okay. I was going to say, why would you make a 3-liter jar with 2 portions of veggies in it? So we'll drop these as long as we have space on the tile, which we don't. So we're kind of full up on food. We could get rid of some garbage that we don't care about. Like, we don't need all these 3-liter jars of jam. So we could remove all the jam, for instance, and free up a lot of... Put it on the floor, please. Remove many, many liters of jam, which we don't really care about. Same with the condiments. We don't really need those. And could dump some of the gallon jugs, but I don't really want to. More condiments. Many, many soy sauces. Soy sauce is delicious. It's one of my favorite condiments. Do you count kimchi as a condiment? Probably. Probably is. It's probably the best condiment. I like kimchi. I like soy sauce. I like those sort of... I like hot sauce. Hot sauce is another one I put on a lot of things. I had a hamburger earlier for dinner. Hamburger and some pasta salad. And it was hot sauce, chopped onions, a slice of cheese, which was disgusting. And stuff like that. Pull out some of these low value items here. Okay. Let's haul those out of there. So that should have freed up maybe 60, 70 liters. Okay, 50 liters from that. So we'll drop this. We'll go back in and we'll hunt a little bit more for some food here. These quests are kind of crap. It depends which ones you do. But yeah, a lot of them are pretty low value. It's my single biggest complaint of the various... We will take the forest honey, I think. It's my single biggest complaint about a lot of these quest locations is that they just don't give enough value to make it worthwhile. Like, we're only a character who's been playing for about 9 days, but we already have stuff that's like beyond... We already have it. Anything that they could offer us, we can either just take from them for very little effort, or we can make ourselves or get ourselves much easier, or we already have it. So like, if you do all the quests, they'll give you a horse, but I could just as easily walk up there right now, feed their horse and steal it, you know? So it's like, what did they really give me? You know, I could do it much less work to do it myself. You can get a cow at one point, and it's like, yeah, but I can just go tame their cow right now and not have to do any of the work for the quest. And mostly it's not that great, in my opinion. I think it's really hard to reward the player because you don't know what stage of the game they'll be in when they do the quest. So like, if you make it too good, then if someone does it on day 1, they've broken the game and now they have way all-powerful stuff. If you make it too bad, then somebody comes a week later and it's worthless for them to do it. So I think in a game like this, unless they institute like variable... unless they implement variable rewards, all that stuff fell on the ground. I don't know why. We have space in our trunk now. Was it from before? Let's how much stuff is on the ground? I want the books. I don't really care about that. We want the books though. Where do I put the books? In fact, when we looked at this tile before, it showed the books in the menu, so why did it drop them on the ground? Books are up here, I think. Drop the books. Then we'll get out of here. I don't see a huge reason in sticking around. We could if we wanted to. You know, they do have greenhouses. They have animals here. If we wanted to harvest things for food, it's a boulder we're plowing into. Let's not do that. But I don't really see a huge point in sticking around here. We might come back in the future, but for now, there's not much to hold me here. Is this just a bunch of rocks up here? What is this? Oh, it's the ash. Yeah, okay. I've seen that a jillion times before. What are you gonna do? Giant wasps are attacking zombies as per their. It's what they always do. Here's that road work. Where am I going? We want to cut through and head north. What location is this? A rural house. We might pop in there just to see what's going on. Heard they did more on the hub though. Might be wrong. The hub has been given 2 side missions. So I did. I also covered the hub on the YouTube channel. If you're interested, check out that NPC faction guide playlist on my channel. We did cover the first 3 hub missions, and then they added 2 more since then, where they made side missions. They're not really the main mission, I think. They're 2 side missions. I don't know what their rewards are or anything like that, but they have expanded that. Candleberry has worked on that, you know, for a while now, off and on. I would like to check this rural house, but there's some boulders here. Really, I need to go to sleep now. Hope to see you again soon. Good stream. Yeah, have a nice night. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream. Anyway, to be perfectly honest, again, it's just been sort of a wonky week where things don't feel right, you know. So we might wrap before too much longer. I wanted to get to a new place. We've only been streaming for like an hour, but I don't know. I kind of was thinking maybe ending it after we reach our new house here. Okay, so we're heading into a new town. If we just plow to the end of the road, probably going to see some monster density. We're going to go real slow and just sort of progress. Okay, some zombies to the north. We don't want them to smash up our vehicle. Okay, seeing more zombies. Okay, so at the crossroads up here, there's a fair bit of monster density. I was gonna go to the end of this road and settle in. We could just as easily set up in any of these houses. There's a lot of clutter out front here with these other vehicles. Let's go down here to this garage. Why, back up, please. Go down here to this garage building, and we'll just sort of park it here. And we'll make this a base for the time being. That'll do. Pig. So let's, oh, there's a weird little outcropping wall. I don't love that. Let's pull up one. So I want to be able to walk around the vehicle. Oh, we're hitting a bush. Great. Great. So let's pull over one. We're not. There we go. Pull over. There we go. And back it in. This way we can get around our vehicle so that we can go in and out the other side without having to go all the way around. Okay. So we could, you know, just go in and set up more piles and stuff, but we are almost exclusively surrounded by houses. So what I think we would want to do is spend some time here temporarily until we're able to clear all the way up to kind of the end of the road. Because if we settle here, the only things in walking distance, easy walking distance, are houses, which is like not that exciting. So we would like to be able to push in deeper later on. Yeah, I don't think we settle the whole base. I think we just chill for a little while, and then we'll clear up as we go. Okay. There's also a cabin over here. I don't know that there's anything worthwhile over there. We could loot the houses as well, which we probably will do, although our vehicle is currently pretty full. Do any of you have like cargo spaces, aisles? No, aisles, trunks, very loud vehicle outside. I don't know what those are. I think those are just trunks. There's a box up front. There's some trunks. What about down the road? Didn't see anything else. Well, that sucks. Really want some cargo spaces. And we need to do more extensive vehicle work in the future anyway and extend this vehicle further back. And we really need to raise our mechanics. So I was really hoping we would find, like, hey, maybe there's a bookstore over here, but there's nothing at the moment. Anyway, I think, yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with a short stream today. You know, I have other things I want to do. So we're going to call the stream. Thanks for coming out, those of you who came out. I'll be back on Thursday with more. Probably do a longer stream on Thursday if things go well. And yeah, it's going to be a wrap. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, remember to click that like button. I am very close to hitting some subscriber milestones. So if you're on YouTube, maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already. And that's a wrap. So everybody, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.